Hello everybody, welcome to Lego Club. Hope everybody is doing well. So this month the theme is rockets. So I'm going to go through a couple really simple rocket builds with you. I don't know if anybody has been following SpaceX, the company, but they have a lot of regularly scheduled launches. It's been super interesting to follow. If you haven't checked out their site or their videos on YouTube, I would highly recommend it for some inspiration in this build. They also have some really cool renders of the future planned moon base and just really awesome stuff. So check it out if you need a little bit of inspiration for your rocket. So this build is pretty simple. I'm going to show you a quick example of a rocket that I made. So you can see this is one here, super simple build. I think the easiest way to start is to go through your Lego bin, look for a bunch of slope pieces like this, any round pieces or cone pieces like this. Go through, sift through your available Legos and try and locate anything that looks like it might be cool for a rocket build. Another thing that you can look for are plate pieces like these, because not only are we going to do a three-dimensional rocket, but we're also going to create a two-dimensional rocket. So I know a lot of people have these plate pieces, lots of plate pieces, so find some great sloped plate pieces, some bigger plates like these as well. Those will work too, and I'll show you just a quick example of some things that I've built here. So for this build, I just simply put a cone on top of this brick here. I mean, you saw it, it's very simple. And then for the fins, all I did was I placed these on in alternating directions. So you can see the first one there, and then I'm going to put the second one on like this, and then I'll put the third one on all the way around, just like that, and then the final one like this. So there you can see, those are our rocket's boosters at the bottom. You can certainly get more elaborate with your designs. For example, here's another little rocket that I had built. And you can see again, my boosters at the bottom. All right. And then, you don't have to do that sort of fin design if you have bricks like these, for example. You can use these. Oops. You can use simple bricks like these, and then if you just only have regular bricks, you can place those right on top like so. And then, for example, this is a little capsule slash lander that I created. So get really creative with your builds. I have a lot of studs not on top pieces in here. You guys know now, I've mentioned those multiple times in my videos. But this I actually designed to be a two-stage rocket. So you could see I put a spanner piece on the top of the bricks there, which connects right into the bottom of my lander capsule, and I made little skids on it so it can land just like that, cruise back here, and then you can pop this on right here, and then that way when your rocket takes off and it's reached orbit, you can pop your capsule off really easy and play with it that way. So again, pretty simple builds, but just some examples, hopefully for some inspiration. So as you're going through your Lego bin, look for things that you could use, like this fin piece, for example, could be a great piece for a rocket. This could be a capsule or even an engine, just as some sample pieces. And then you could even use something like this propeller piece to create the base of your rocket as well, if you want to take your sloped pieces and place them around at the bottom of the helicopter. Let's see if I got a few more of these, just to give you an idea. So you can use that as your rocket base, and that will stand right up. For example, here's another sample that I made, and I use these little round studs for my engines. So again, the same sort of principle, the four sloped pieces at the bottom. These ones are different sizes, so play around with what you have available. But yeah, so I'd love to see some of the stuff that you guys create for your rocket ships. And then I know I mentioned earlier the SpaceX moon base. I went through and I created a little mock for that as well. So if you go through your bin and you can find some interesting pieces. So for example here, I've got these round pieces that I'm using as the launch pads for my rockets. This is the centralized hub of my base, and I've got some solar panels you could see. You got to power your moon base, right? So my solar panels there, a little storage tank here, and then I don't even know what this is. I just thought it looked cool as I started putting the Legos together. So find a bunch of gray base plates for your moon surface and get creative. Make your own little moon base. And then what you can do is you can take your rockets that you've created and place them on your moon base for launch. Oops, broke that one. Just like so. And then you can see I've got my SpaceX moon base with my reusable rockets on it. So again, get really creative with your own setup. I'd love to see what you guys create. If you don't have a lot of these multi-stud pieces or brick pieces to make your own little rockets, you can always go through, gather some plate pieces like these, for example. See, I've got some slope plate pieces. I've got this big plate piece, and you can just go through and create your own one-dimensional rocket. So for example there, I'll put this on, like so, and you can get as fancy as you'd like with it. Just to give you a quick example, so you can use all different colors if you'd want. It's really up to you. Disconnect, reconnect them, see what you like, what you don't like. Here is an example of a one-dimensional rocket that I've made. And I've put this little tower on it so the astronauts could get up into the rocket. I've got some clear pieces here, that's their cockpit. And I've got some rocket engines down here. So again, get really creative with your designs. It doesn't have to be three-dimensional. Think outside the brick. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this build, and take care, Lego Clubbers. Bye.